tonight. After more than a decade away, America is welcoming back Paul McCartney. McCartney last toured here in 1976 with Wings. 10 years before that, in San Francisco, the Beatles gave their last public performance amid swooning crowds of adolescent girls. Do you think young girls...
Yes, I do.
You do, I'm sure you do.
Often.
Do you think young girls are going to faint on this tour?
I don't really think so, no. But, you know, you never know your luck.
You don't think so? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you.
Well, I don't know. You know, maybe it's very hot in the audience or something, but I don't think about stuff like that.
Do you know, it's amazing watching the old videos from the Beatles. I mean, the girls were absolutely insane. I mean, what did that do to your life?
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, what you did was you kind of divided your private life and your professional life, you know. And when that happened, it was great because you were coming to town to try and get them to like you. And if that was their way of showing it, well, you know, it was great. And we always used to say to people, look, you know, guys go to football matches and they scream, or they go to boxing or whatever. Girls come to our shows, and that's what they do.
And they scream and faint.
It's their way of cheering, you know.
McCartney's been playing since 1956, when he first teamed up with John Lennon and the Quarrymen. So after more than 30 years, he says he's learned to separate his music from the rest of his life, something that was hard to do when the Beatles were a full-time cultural phenomenon.
You just separate your job, but you do too. You go home at night, you don't keep thinking of this lousy film crew here.
No, I don't.
I'm sure.
Well, sometimes I do.
See, fellas, I told you she didn't. But, you know, I just don't think of the same two things in the same breath, really, you know. Family life, home life, personal life, that's one thing. And then your work is another thing, you know.
But it sometimes gets a little more blurred than that. McCartney's wife of 20 years, Linda, is part of his touring band, and they're accompanied on tour by all 3 of their children.
A lot of people wouldn't want to do it, you know. They feel that it's a problem for the kids. But our kids enjoy it, and we enjoy having them near us, so that they get around, they see the world, you know. So in geography, they can talk about places like New York and know what it is.
They've probably been everywhere already at their age.
They've been to a few places,
Well, touring does interrupt, but we're a strong family and we're going to get with it, you know. Because Paul's a performer, he's got to perform, really.
For the better part of 3 decades, McCartney has been one of the most creative forces in music, and certainly one of the most successful. And after all that time, he still hasn't lost the interest or the imagination to continue creating.
It really happens the same way it's always happened, you know. You get some kind of an idea, maybe for a song or something, and if it really goes well, you develop it, you know, you get and make a record of it, then go on tour. I just like the idea of what I do. You know, I like this profession kind of thing, you can call it that, which you can.
Sure you can.
And, you know, I like what I do, probably like you. You know, it's a good job. It's a buzz. It beats working for a living.
Absolutely.
So, you know, what's the complaint? And I enjoy it. I feel very good doing it, and it doesn't feel like hard work. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you. Okay, I think we're taking a break for some reason, but there you go.
Stand by VTRF and roll it.